Today is Thursday, September 14th. Time is, well, 2023. Time is about 7:45 a.m. We're just putting in here at Water Users. Our put-in is getting more and more overgrown with tamarisk and reeds, unfortunately. Today we have Linda, Dell, and me. Well, Linda, Dell, and I are about to approach Snaggletooth Rapid, or what had been a rapid. And we've got a wild horse here near the entrance. So this is the entrance to Snaggletooth Rapid. You can also bypass it, go the other side of the horse, and there's an opening there. In low water you might not be able to get through, but water like this. And this rapid has changed a lot. Last year was hardly a rapid at all. Beginning of this year was a pretty noticeable rapid, and then about a month ago it became a non-rapid again. So yep. Oh, and then you got a blue heron beyond it. Morning.
Hey.
A little one there. So you can just barely see some ripples here from, there's some pretty substantial boulders in here at times, and they seem to get redistributed. And then this was all fairly clear shoreline here. We used to line up there while taking a break. If we were late enough the day when the tubers were out, we could just sit there and watch the tubers go crashing into the rocks. And then this is where the that other split comes back in. Had you gone around the horse, you would have been coming back in here. And again, there are times that's so shallow you can hardly get through. These rocks. Well, at least missed that one. I bounced off a couple. It wasn't a very clean, but there were some rocks there that weren't noticeable last time we ran it, so it can change a bit from time to time. Yeah, I started going to the right trying to miss some, and that actually got me into more rocks, so I should have stayed a little more to the left there.
I just decided, I'm going to go for it. Let's see what happens if I go to the top square.
Yeah. All right.
Safe all along before.
Yeah, thing is, if you do pull into the eddy here, it can spin you around pretty fast. A lady on a paddleboard said if she spins too fast, she just drops her feet over the side. With your paddle, though, you just keep paddling to maintain stability. And since this is nice pool, you know, 30 years ago, none of these trees were here, or very few, and hardly any of these reeds. So, you know, we could hang out on the shoreline, and then we would practice Eskimo rolls and what you call an Eskimo rescue. And that's where you flip your boat over, slap the bottom of the boat to signal another boat, and then move your hands back and forth till somebody comes in at a 90-degree angle, and then you feel their boat grab their handle, and you can pull yourself back upright. The thing with the modern recreational kayaks is the cockpit is so wide that you fall over, you're likely just going to fall out. Dale, you have the option of riding the white caps here or bypassing them. Got another horse behind you. Whoa, that was a lap full. Oh my goodness. That's one where you appreciate a spray skirt. Got a co-paddler there. Yeah, that's the fun stuff. We've actually had more people flip there than in bulldog or pinball in years past. Yeah, sometimes it's really dynamic and other times not. But I mean, here you did this in the dark. You got all the way to the right, you could go right into that downed tree. Yeah, that could be a definite problem for a moonlight float. So this rock here was the site of the Internet Bikini Contest one Memorial Day weekend. Somebody's concreted a little seat up there. some fun currents here. Whoa. Oh. Okay, stay where you're at. I'm going to come by. So this is what they're calling the chute, apparently. A number of years you can't even get into here because the river is so shallow. Let's see if we have enough water to get through the reeds here. It's like a little more on the left, but that'll take you under a tree branch. Once again, we have our pyramid base for something. Has a manhole cover in there. The challenge we've sometimes had, can you pull yourself and your kayak out of the water here with the ropes? But I made the mistake of trying to swing straight out, and the young lady on the other video went out this way, so she got some good distance. So if you see these pink clusters on the reeds along here, look kind of like bubble gum. Yeah. Those are apple snail eggs. Oh, are they? Okay. And they encourage you to knock them into the water with your paddle if you're able to, because they are an invasive species. The NFL sponsored a cleanup activity around the time of the Super Bowl, and had people primarily focusing on knocking these things down, and some are pretty stubborn. But the adult snail can get up about the size of an apple.
Really?
I saw one where we take out is about the size of a golf ball.
There's a bunch of them over here.
But they had, retired military frogmen scuba diving in here, picking up the adult snails off the bottom.
These are more like eggs, and they're crusty.
But these had pretty much disappeared earlier this year. One after the cleanup and two after the high water releases. But yeah, I wasn't having much luck trying to knock them down earlier. Yeah, the adult snail couldn't have been too big to be able to climb up on such a big reed. Or such a thin reed, excuse me. So now, our takeout rock is not as obvious as it's been in years past. Basically, once you see these boulders out here, you know you're approaching a regular parking lot at Fondue Sutton. If you went off to the right, you could continue on to Granite Reef. That's also where the Verde River comes in. It gets a little bit swift around the rocks, so have to watch out. But once you see this rock here, you're going to tuck in behind these reeds. Challenge of trying to get your land legs back. And this rocks can be very slippery here. GoPro, stop recording.